Hey you guys, what's up? It is Clary Berry. Excuse my band-aid hands today. No sexy hands today. LMAO. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that. So anyway, hopefully I can still do this reading with my hand. I've got like a piece of skin coming off of it. It's a long story. I had to fix the toilet last night and there was something, I don't know, I feel like my kids are 2 years old, but they're not. There was a freaking juice bottle, like one of those plastic juice, I don't even know where they got it from because I don't buy that crap. Plastic juice bottle in the toilet. Like, what? How does this happen? Crazy thing. So that's my big story for my new moon. I hurt my hand getting a plastic juice bottle out of my toilet. Craziness. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good full moon. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So we do have some full moon energy here. And we're also having, this is in Cancer. So it's like there's probably some emotions. It's an emotional resolution. And that's wonderful. That's something to celebrate, okay? Even if you don't feel like it's fully completed, which, you know, again, we have the whole month to kind of go through this cycle, especially the next few weeks. So yeah, keep your eyes open for how you can continue, you know, not only like reach and say I've reached it, but like continue to reach resolution, if that makes sense. Get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. Okay, and let's see what else we got here. Let's take some overlying, underlying with this as well. Okay, we're going to do, this is going to be a DM reading. I didn't really say that yet. If you want a personal reading, hit me up, claryberry.com. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm going to take 3. Okay, so overlying, underlying, up here. Okay, Queen of Swords and King of Coins and Ace of Cups. Okay. I'm really getting this is our, okay, so our DM, trying to be a little bit open-minded here. And I think, again, Aquarius is helping that, trying to see things from his partner's perspective a little bit more. So that's good. Okay. And that also means that on the flip side, probably DF has been doing that. And if not, then make sure you are, you know, trying to really understand that, you know, you don't know everything and we don't know. Sometimes it's real easy to be like, oh, I know what they're doing. You know, and a lot of times that's just our fears. It's our mental, you know, things that are going awry that say that. But right now it's like we're trying to, it's kind of giving people the benefit of the doubt, but kind of just, again, stepping back and realizing I don't know for sure what they're doing. So I'm not going to worry about that. You know, I'm not going to worry about this right now. I'm going to allow myself to kind of have this higher mode of thinking. And it is kind of, the queen is coming across as matronly, you know, like taking care of, you know, it may be a mother, may be like a father figure who's actually playing, you know, like playing mom, like making up for mom, or, you know, just being a very like caring, you know, carrying on that emotional side, but also understanding. So I feel like the DM is like, on one hand, kind of is sitting back and waiting, but on the other hand, doing some work within to kind of, again, to see things in a new way, to see how things are really like brought together and things are all connected, if that makes sense. Okay. It's really deep. And I think it's deep for the DM right now. And so he may kind of be off in la la land. That's kind of what I'm getting here. But of course we have the start of the week coming back up. So it's kind of like, I feel like DM right now is just like a little bit, you know, oh, you know, I know that they're like their mind's on their money. They're very in some ways secure, and that's kind of giving them almost this space to kind of be able to sit back because they're doing well, you know, or they like might have this resting. It's like I'm feeling like they might have their house, you know, like good, like, you know, things are going well for them financially, with their, you know, maybe even with their friends and their social group. But it's kind of like they're still waiting for this something, you know, they really have this understanding that there is a lack and that there needs to be more growth, and that this is not all it is. I think this kind of this process where DM again has been, you know, having this pull towards the DF, I feel like for a really long time. Okay? And it's almost like he's been preparing and he's been preparing. He or she, divine masculine can be a she as well. Okay? And now they're getting ready for their new beginning. Because they kind of got their stuff straight. They focused on what they had to focus on. And now, again, they're ready. They know that what is truly good and beautiful, it's almost like they kind of are seeing through, they're almost getting sick of their own shit as far as this materialistic lifestyle goes. Like, they know that that's not where it's at. It's not fulfilling anymore. Okay? So that's kind of what the process that we've been going through. And they're kind of realizing, like, hell yeah, like, I want this. And I think they have been. I don't think this is a brand new revelation, but of course, it's a continuum, and they are feeling it now on a deeper level. Okay? Got the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to take it because it was face up. Okay? So coming into kind of what is going on right now, again, it's like stepping forward into this dream state. It's like things are so different. And I think in every way right now, we're experiencing this. Like, things are dizzyingly, it's like imagine if you just close your eyes and then you open your eyes and you're somewhere else. Imagine, like, whoa, how dizzy, and you would step back and be like, what the, disorienting. I feel like that's kind of how this is right now for us, because again, so much has changed than even when we thought we knew stuff a couple of weeks ago, or maybe even yesterday, last week, you know what I mean? Like, we really truly are working things out. And as far as DM, again, that's really going to be large credit to kind of this higher, deeper thinking. I wouldn't say that it's like they've completely gone within, but they're opening themselves up. And so again, for DF, if you're the one watching this, then you need to keep on doing that. Keep putting together the pieces. Keep that learning going on. Especially, it's going to help you as kind of we move again through this kind of crazy, disorienting process. All change can kind of knock you off kilter, and of course we don't want that. We don't want that. So again, the better we can, and it's not just the stability. It's not just about, okay, be stable with money and everything will be okay. This is kind of realizing that that's not what this is at. That's what you've been after, and now it's like, you may have money, you may have a great job, better than ever, and things. And again, it's kind of like both parties are realizing, and both parties have gotten to a point where they are like experiencing, again, good things. Their efforts, their work has paid off, but they're still waiting for more. They're both in the exact same spot right now. Okay. And I think it'd be good if the divine masculine kind of knows that, kind of understands that. Okay. So, yeah, it's moving forward, and it's learning these lessons. And it's almost like wearing his heart on his sleeve. The road is now clear, because divine masculine kind of knows what he has to do, and he's supporting this dream and this new life. And again, learned probably from past mistakes, probably from everything in his life, like putting together pieces and just getting better in every way. Okay, so that's kind of the overview here. Okay, let's go ahead and get into, again, since it's Sunday, we've got time. Let's go deep. Sometimes I'm going to do a shorter version. Oh my gosh. And sometimes I'm going to do a longer version. So today you get the longer versions. Okay, so we're going to go a little bit further into exactly, what's on the mind, what is on DM's mind. And let's go for emotions as well. Yeah, so we got Queens again. So it's kind of like doing what needs to be done around the house, for the job, for the work, doing a good job, doing your best job, but knowing why you're doing it and remembering that, and not making that job like too much anymore, and not like throwing themselves into it. You know what I mean? And it could just be really focusing on, being a nurturing person as a whole, being a good parent, being a good friend, being a good sister, or, brother, like whatever divine masculine sees that as. But again, it's kind of like this understanding that, yeah, things are growing, things are changing. It's kind of coming into the abundance. which is great. DM may be doing very, again, well off in this reading for this collective. Okay. So again, those types of things are on DM's mind. It's the everyday, it's the working through, it's that being a good parent, it's all of this stuff, okay? And this stability, okay? Thinking about, it's like planning about the home and thinking about the home. Largely, that's what's on their mind, but they're also thinking, I think, about their twin flame and how they kind of wish they could have that twin flame within that home setting. That is really what I'm getting. There's really this yearning and this wanting to like share space and share more time. And it's almost like I'm getting like, with this, it's kind of like, it seems so practical, like, and it seems like it could be right there, it could happen, but then it also seems like it's so far away. Like sharing a home is just like almost unfathomable for DM right now for certain reasons. And again, I'm getting it because there's this practicality. There's probably a family situation, kids, maybe this daughter or the baby mama or something that is kind of blocking that from being able to happen right now. Okay. But I think when we act a certain way and when we grow and when we learn and when we evolve and just allow time to pass, I think our little bird friend here is really telling us that it's going to come around faster than we think. Okay. So don't worry about the future. Don't worry about the now. If you want to see each other, you have to make time, and it doesn't have to be an all or nothing. Okay. And we got the Magician and the High Priestess. So as far as what is going on emotionally, again, there's this connection. There is an emotional connection going on that is relating all the work that the Divine Feminine has done and kind of pushing it over through to the Divine Masculine. And this is what's going on. See, they're not doing the learning and the studying, but they're still knowing how to manifest here. They're still learning. See how he's kind of almost in a trance? It's kind of like it's not him, but it is. It is. We can't say this is all Divine Feminine's work because she's going within or whatever, or could be vice versa, but that's how it usually goes. Divine Feminine is doing work here. Divine Feminine needs to do work here, and the more work that she does or he does, the more the messages are going to be coming through and the energy is going to be coming through and getting to, into the vibration of DM. Okay. So that's just freaking awesome. Okay. That is beautiful. And again, we're getting this really balance. There's a balance between Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine right now. Okay. So we are going to look at kind of the actions and kind of the habits that we have going on right now that we're dealing with. Okay. So yeah, again, it's all about the home. The actions are all about the home. The mind's on the home. The habits, it's all like focused on the actual home. It could be almost kind of this selfish, but it's that regular 3D, masculine energy. Okay. But again, there's these goals, okay? And Divine Masculine knows that it's his responsibility. He knows that he's got to keep improving. He knows that he's got to get better here, okay? And it's almost like it's like they may be a little bit reserved and removed, but they also really want to show, it's almost like they wish or they really want to show their Divine Feminine how they feel. Okay. But they also feel like, it's such an uphill battle. And that's why I think Divine Feminine right now needs to kind of just be forgiving, be happy, embrace this full moon energy with Aries where we're really kind of just wanting to move forward and not really look to the past. And again, Divine Feminine in the past readings, it's not like you want to just, totally forgive and start over and this and that. Be a little bit guarded, but be happy and be healthy and have other interests and show that you're doing just fine and, show that you don't believe, anything super, you're not like super angry, you're not holding grudges. Everybody's trying to just get better. Okay. And so if you want to move on and if you want to move on together, then you need to have that kind of happy, go lucky, forgiving attitude. Okay. So again, we forgive others by first forgiving ourselves here. Okay. And there's definitely this magical element. And again, for Divine Masculine, sometimes again, a lot of this doesn't make as much sense emotionally and mentally. And so even in their actions, they can be a little bit more lost sometimes. That is where you see those those third party situations kind of come in again, whether it's a person or whether it's just overworking or whether it's just being emotional about, over emotional about something so that they don't focus on that, because it is kind of jarring. It is kind of scary. But at this point, I feel like it's bringing them a lot of healing. They're really feeling the unconditional love, or they're going to be feeling this unconditional love from their divine feminine, and it's really making them, it's almost like fireworks, and like they want to dance, and like they just want to sing and tell everybody, and they probably won't be doing that, because divine masculine usually is more reserved, and especially about the unknown and the things that they, these types of things, matters of the heart, so to speak. It's just like there is a happiness coming. There's a learning of lessons and a moving forward, and it's just kind of this happy, magical feeling. It's like almost like some elixir that they took, and they're like kind of in this dream state, kind of like, and they are, I think, with the way things are right now, there's a little bit of me energy, but just be patient, okay, for divine feminine. If you're watching for your DM, just be patient and understand that this is another page in the story, another day, and it's another step closer to union, really, because things are moving in the right direction. Absolutely. So keep doing the work, keep learning the lessons, keep, anything, literally anything you can do to heal yourself, to raise your vibe. It is good. And I mean, truly, okay? So let's look at blockages and solutions. Okay, so with the blockages, okay, we have Queen of Cups, King of Wands, and Six of Swords. So there's a little bit of I think it's just, it's been a misconnection. Like divine feminine is like way over here. She's in her feelings. She's going within. She's evolving. She's learning. And with DM, it was just kind of like just not there. There was like this split down the middle. And even though, again, everything that's happened is bringing both of you guys closer to healing, it's like still a few more steps. There's just it's just got to kind of even out. It's got to be the equilibrium. And I think for DF, again, the more imagining, you can do, and it's not either or, and it's not saying, they hurt me, and dwelling in this, again, divine feminine just can get stuck in the sadness and the funk and the melancholy, and we don't want to do that. Okay. I think divine masculine knows that he can't do that. And so that's why there's kind of been this parallel, because divine masculine, I think, just really couldn't face it and just didn't honestly have the emotional capacity to give divine feminine what she thought she needed at that moment or at that time. Okay, this may be now, this may be a little bit in the past, or just how it's been going, but this is what's kind of been blocking us. Okay, I feel like divine feminine has been closed off in her emotions. And again, divine masculine is just kind of trying to work, stay busy, keep afloat, and not get knocked down. Okay. And there may be, some of that ego just trying to do things for this and that reason. And like divine feminine kind of just doesn't give a fuck at this point, but divine feminine is the leader. And so anything, that is going to manifest, anything that is going to change for you guys, you have to understand it is together, okay? But there is a leader. There is a leader, okay? Divine feminine's going first here. She's the one who is got the cloth, if you guys can see that, wrapped around her. She's the protected one, and that's just for me like this emotion. It's just like here. It's that covering, protection of the self, and she is within the blanket. The masculine here is the exterior, and the feminine is the interior. And we just have to kind of almost, it's basically like we haven't been able to understand the differences. And the way that divine feminine goes through her shit is just different. And I think divine feminine, and divine masculine as well, were judging each other for the way they were handling the situations and saying, oh, I can't, but I think at this point, again, there needs to be this understanding. And really, it's kind of looking back and seeing what you've done and what you came through. I feel like right now, a lot of people have been in such a kind of funk that they have been on this road for a little while. And then they think that's, oh, well, we've always been here. We've always been in the water. We've all, but you forget to where things used to be and how they used to be and how much, it's almost like this kind of reawakening we need to do and realize like how much we really do enjoy being together, because there's been so much focus on the pain, on the hurt, on the anguish for some time. Okay, that is what I'm getting. So again, with this moon in, with our energy in Aries, Venus, I'm confusing myself right now. We had our full moon in Aries, and I think we also have some, I don't know, another fire energy. Doesn't matter. What's going on right now is all having to do with this same type of a thing. Okay. So the solutions, okay, is to work it out with this resolution. Work it out. This is dealing with every little thing. Again, we're not being negative about the past, but you're learning from it, and you're learning how to carry it in a way that is useful and helpful to you. Okay? This is, if you get my program, do the shadow work, do the inner child healing, it will vastly help this experience for you and help you to come into union faster. Okay? Our solution, again, is how we're concluding this cycle. It's how you're choosing to do it and realizing that you do have a choice. I would say, talking to friends right now, again, might really help you to figure out things for your own self and come to this higher understanding of what you guys have been through. Divine Masculine is absolutely doing that right now. He's realizing he really wants to be together. His person's where his home is, where his heart is. He's no longer carrying around, I think, this anger and this ego side of it. Okay. And again, kind of anything that we can do to just be grounded, be soft, be our higher self right now will help lead our person into their higher selves even more. I mean, the goal should really constantly be to constantly go deeper and higher, be our higher selves, right? Because then your problems will literally not completely disappear, but you will just be so much more confident and secure in dealing with them. And things won't happen and just knock you off your guard. And things won't happen over and over like a bad dream anymore, because you've learned from them. If you don't get the good, you won't move on to the next phase. Okay? So Divine Masculine might be, again, kind of in his head. But again, he can't deny his true feelings. Even though he's not as in touch with his inner side here, you see how colorful it is. On the outside, the exterior is kind of this hard shell, this colorless shell, trying to kind of blend in with the world. Again, for these ego sakes, for this or that. But it's like when the divine feminine is able to go within and really, again, get grounded, get connected with her spirituality and everything, then she's able to kind of even light the fire inside of Divine Masculine even more, because he will feel that. He will feel those vibes because of how connected you are, and it will rub off on him as well. Okay? And it's like, it also is grounding to him and connects him to who he really is. And so that's why it's almost scary for Divine Masculine how at home he feels with his Divine Feminine. Like how, like really, it's not that life is not worth living, but it's like that aha moment, whenever you see that person again, or whenever you hear their voice again, or even get that text again from them, it's like, this is life. This is what life should be. And that's a very powerful feeling. So again, keep it positive, keep it happy, keep on doing the work, keep on learning the lessons, keep on building upon any success. Any success that you have is going to only propel you forward. Okay, what you focus on flourishes, so only focus on the positive. No more in the funk, no more. Learn from it, get the good, and move on, okay? Much love, many blessings. That was our reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. I'll see you again soon for another video. Thanks.